Hello, 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 everyone. How you doing out there? It is Thursday night. It's 11 o'clock, and wanted to talk to you about pride, but not in the way you might be thinking. I might be meaning with the word pride. Let's see who's on here. So, for those of you who don't know, one of my mentors is Paul Cummings, and Paul Cummings, he's the author of a book. It's called It All Matters. Oh, wow, look at that. It's almost like a green screen. It's called It All Matters, 125 Strategies to Achieve Maximum Confidence, Clarity, Certainty, and Creativity. So I want to talk about one of those strategies. It happens to be Alyssa Rose. Hey, how you doing, young lady? Alyssa Rose is a take no prisoners, kick ass, amazing BDC professional. This girl can book appointments like nobody's business. She does an awesome job. Awesome, awesome, awesome job. Tatiana, what's up on my backdrop? It's my new office. How you doing, Tatiana? Well, good to see you guys. So, as I was mentioning, I wanted to talk about pride, but not in the way you might be thinking about the word pride. See, life lesson number 56 is exhibit pride, meaning personal responsibility for individual daily effort. And what was that? Oh, so now, so you're welcome, Alyssa. So Tatiana is feeling like a little left out because while she doesn't work in the BDC, she doesn't make appointments. She makes cocktails. She makes drinks. So she can make. I can't with you, Tatiana. What's wrong with you? She can make drinks like nobody's business. I can see where this is going. So I wanted to share with you the notion about taking personal responsibility for daily effort. So I had mentioned to you last night, and I owe an apology to Chris Gonzalez. I wanted to do a live with him tonight. Have you guys ever had like a really good meal and then you had like a glass or two of wine and you lay down and you close your eyes? I passed the hell out. Like I went out cold. So that's going to kill me tonight. I know. Anyway, tomorrow, Chris Gonzalez will definitely be doing a live with Chris. Let's see here. Let me remove that. Perfect. So, what does it mean to take personal responsibility in the face of everything that we're going through? And by the way, for those of you who didn't see my last live, and I don't know if I can do this. Can I do this here? Wait, can I change the background while I'm here? I think I can. Yeah, here we go. So earlier today, I successfully got my hands in some toilet paper. Very, very proud of this. This is my wall of fame here. And there's a lot of it. So if you need some, just reach out to me. I got you. I definitely got you. Let me bring that back. Still getting used to this green screen. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get that nice little living room effect. Perfect. So some ways that you can take responsibility, right? Personal responsibility. I'm responsible for my attitude, whether you agree with it or not. Let's see my appointments. Let's see. Wait, this is Alyssa now. My appointments are solid deals too. That's me handling business like nobody's business. Tatiana, I'm sorry. Alyssa's got you there. George, here we go. I think you need the song Wipeout to play as your theme song. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, George. Wipeout. So what does it mean to take personal responsibility? You're responsible for your attitude. You're responsible for your actions, your level of enthusiasm, your energy, your excitement. What do you bring into the day? You're responsible for executing your game plan. And if you didn't have a game plan, shame on you, right? There you go. Dottie says, hi, George. Oh, no, she said, I got busy. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm not going to go there, Dottie. We're going to leave that alone. You're getting busy. Don't know what that means. We're responsible for your results, quality of your thoughts, the relationships you build, your income, your financial stewardship, the goals you pursue daily, monthly, weekly, responsible for how you use your time daily, the size of your dreams, how you use your time, your outcomes, the outcomes that your efforts produce, and the value you build and contributions you make. So I had mentioned yesterday. So Christina said, did you come on? Wow. This is live, right? I can't go back. Did you come? Yes, I did. Yes. So Christina sent me I guess it was a comment, and it was about going live. And so, yeah, I thought about this. Yeah, let's do that. You got it. So here we are. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. You gave me the motivation to go on tonight. So in any event, you need to take a look at your own commitment to where you are, to what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and what it's going to take to get you there, right? And so in light of everything that we're going through, what's in our control, again, is what we pursue, right? And so I was watching a Facebook Live by Joe Ingram, and he was saying, take this time that you have. I mean, I'm typically a busy guy. I'm in dealerships doing training, and with some of this downtime, man, I can now pick up some of these books I've been wanting to read again. There's another great book by Daniel Chidiak. It's called "Who Says You Can't? You Do." Another book is called the Happiness Advantage by Sean Aker, and also Start With Why, Simon Sinek. Now, if you're not feeding your mind, you're really doing yourself a disservice. In any event, the book by Paul Cummings, It All Matters, is a great book. 125 life lessons in there that, if you apply, can really increase your productivity. Let me see here. Christina, I really appreciate that. But Christina, you're a rock star, though, because despite everything that's going on, you do your lives as well, and you've got your hustle going on. And I've watched you in the past. I've seen you do what you do. You reinvent yourself too. So give yourself some applause, if you will. Give some applause to Christina. She's a rock star. She's making it happen. And it's all good. But this is what community is about. It's about helping each other, right? Thank you for that. We all need that. And there are people out there who are not feeling resourceful. There are people out there who are, in the face of all that's possible, all that's available, they live in a world of scarcity. I mean, think about it. I know I make light. I poke fun at the people who are, going crazy right now with the toilet paper. But that's really, absolutely, that's right, George. Positive generates positive. You can't get, as my dear friend Paul Cummings says, you cannot get a positive charge from a dead battery. But if you think about what's happening when these people are going crazy and just hoarding all these items, what that really is about, that's a scarcity mindset, right? They're not living in abundance. And when you live in a scarcity mindset, it's fear. You're being driven by fear, and you can't be driven by fear. The sun's going to come out, right? Tomorrow is still the first day of the rest of your life. Hey, Anthony Camacho, how you doing, man? Thanks. I can't sit around and do nothing and need to always make money. Papa lives do that for me when I'm not at the. Well, here's the deal. You've got to be resourceful, right? Nothing's just going to come to you. Nothing's just going to come to you, right? There are some people who go through life waiting for something to happen. There are some people who wonder what happened, right? And the decision is what side do you want to be on? Are you going to make something happen, or you're going to wait for something to happen to you? And if you're waiting, you'll be waiting for a very long time. This is a really exciting time, I got to tell you, to be able to tap into a resourceful side that you may not even realize you had, learn some things. I had said yesterday, there you go. Now, I teach my students well. Alyssa Rose is one of my students. Have a level 10 day. I love it. Absolutely. And believe me, I got that phrase from Paul Cummings. I had mentioned yesterday that what you want to do is you want to ask yourself two questions, right? What did you give today? And it doesn't have to be money. It could be your time. It could be just lending, extending a kind word. I called up this morning. I had a list of people to call, to reach out to. Looked at my phone, just went through my contact list and just see who have I not spoken to recently, who I could extend a kind word, right? And I spoke to the owner of a restaurant that I frequent. There you go. There you go. You make your money. I love it. And so I spoke to this owner just to share with her that, better days will be coming, right? Better days will be coming. And there's going to be a pent up demand. Once this clears up, I mean, think about it. Think about it. We're all going to want to be able to go back out. I woke up this morning thinking, hey, you know what? I'd love to go out for breakfast. And I realized there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go, but those days will be changing. So what did you give today? Right? Who did you lift up today? Because when you lift others up, you automatically lift yourself up. And then the second thing is you want to be mindful of, what did you learn? What did you learn today? And so, I'm constantly trying to learn new things. Why? Because if you're not learning, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Think about that for a moment. Instead of, binge watching and believe me, there's nothing wrong. I'm not knocking Netflix by any stretch. There's some great programs on there, but I'm not watching, the Netflix program Pandemic. I'm not going to fuel the negativity. But what you want to do, though, is, how would I say this? If you really want to maximize your time, plan it out, right? It's when you go overboard with things, when you turn one episode of a program into, 3 days of binging, then other areas of your life, they go to the wayside. Things that are important go to the wayside. So there's nothing wrong with scheduling in some of these guilty pleasures you might have, but don't let those things come into your life at the expense of growing in other areas of your life. We have a lot of resources available to us out there, a lot. And with YouTube and Google, I love to sing. I love to dance. I love to dance salsa. I love to sing karaoke. I enjoy it. And I think, well, how can I bring some joy? What can I do, to not feed into negativity, make myself feel good? So I love to sing. So I'll go on that app, Smule, and I'll sing. I'll do some karaoke. I'll visit my parents. I'll read, and I'm always trying to improve my life by just 1% every single day. Try to pick up something new every single day. And so my message to you tonight is to, exhibit pride. And PRIDE is an acronym for exhibiting personal responsibility in all your daily effort, right? So I want you guys to have an awesome, awesome evening. It's 11:20 on a Thursday night. I have no idea what you guys are doing for work. I don't know if Alyssa is still on. Would love to hear how you guys are handling, these customers who are calling in who are nervous. They're nervous about buying a car. They're nervous about going into the store. I would love to hear maybe on another broadcast, another live, how you guys are handling it in your current businesses. And for those of you who are not working and you're waiting for this to kind of go through its course, what are you doing to keep yourselves up? What are you doing? You too, Christina. Thank you so much. I want to thank Christina for motivating me to get on here. I really appreciate that. But, ask yourself, what if you don't feel empowered, if you don't feel like you're in a resourceful state, what could you do? What could you do just to make a 1% improvement in your life? And maybe if you can't do it for you, for someone else. I wake up every single day and I say, what are 3 things I am most grateful for? I'm grateful for my daughter, Rebecca. I love that girl. She was my firstborn. She weighed 4 pounds at birth. She's my little peanut. And I'm grateful for my daughter, Nicole. And they're 28 years old. They'll be 29 this year. It's insane how the time has just flown. I'm grateful for my ex-wife. Without her, I would never have had these 2 beautiful girls. I'm grateful for so many things in my life that when I look at negative events that kind of come my way, I realize I'm a very blessed man. Very blessed man. I have so much to be grateful for. Yeah, things come up. Life throws you curveballs, but you got to deal with them, right? You got to adapt and adjust. Anyway, hope you guys have a great evening, and I'm just very, very happy. Oh wait, so they're about to cut everyone's hours at the dealership tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at that, Christina. I believe that what's going to come out of this is a plan B or a new way of delivering customers. It's almost to be like a new experience, right? Brian Benstock has it locked down at Paragon Honda. They've been bringing cars to customers and making he calls it making the customer experience frictionless, right? So, and I'm not sure what your role is thank you, Christina. Paulo Coelho says a blessing ignored is a curse. It is. So the question, Christina, to ask is, if they do cut your hours tomorrow, what can you do? See, there's a book by David Goggins called You Can't Hurt Me. I think that's the title of it. You Can't Hurt Me. And in it, it's all about how he challenges himself to do more and be more. Right? He is his own best competitor. So there's another book by the author. His name is Hal Elrod. It's called The Miracle Morning. And so if you choose to wake up an hour early every day, and he starts his day at 5 a.m. every day, whether you break up your hour, 20 minutes of physical activity, 20 minutes of maybe meditation or working on your mind, and 20 minutes of learning, you're giving yourself the gift of 365 hours a year. The title clerk. Okay. So Christina says they're trying to deliver cars to customers' houses within a 50-mile rate. Wow. So they're adapting. They're adjusting. So here's the question. The question becomes, what can you do with these extra hours that they're giving you? Not that they're giving you, that you'll now have, right? And the choice is completely yours, right? You can, if it was me, Christina, my choice would be I could curse the darkness and say, oh my God, this is a horrible thing. How am I going to make ends meet? They're cutting my hours. This is, I've got, family to support. I've got all these things going on, and get caught up in negativity. Or I could say, well, what could I do with this extra time? What new skill set? How much more value can I create in me to bring to the dealership or bring to my next opportunity? I will tell you in my life, some of the biggest setbacks, some of the biggest upsets, like when I've got hit and knocked down and thrown down the hardest of my life, that's when the doors of opportunity open the widest. When I was let go, there you go. There you go. I will spend time with my daughter. So that's two things. So imagine, so the time that you'll now have, you can reinforce your relationship with your daughter, which, by the way, that is the best investment of time that you could ever give, in really being presently present with your kids and selling your jewelry. There you go. But that's what I'm talking about. That's the mindset to have. When I was let go from a dealership that I had worked in New Jersey, I thought my life was going to I thought that was it. I was like, how am I going to do this? I've got two young daughters, going through a separation with my then wife, who is now my ex-wife. And I thought that would be the end. That was it. It was over. And I got a phone call. And it was from Ken Siracides. And he said to me, I heard about you and what you've done in the BDC for this dealership. I have a training company. I need a trainer. And that started a whole training career. And if it wasn't because, that door, I felt that life was knocking me down. If it wasn't because of that really traumatic experience, losing that job, I could have just folded up, and Stan, I am so sorry about the loss of your dad. I know he meant the world to you, brother. Prayers are with you and with your family. But I will tell you, that was a rough time in my life, and but the doors of opportunity, opened up. And check this out. Going to become a trainer, people think that being a trainer is it's all, it's a life of luxury. No, it is work. It is work. And I'm not taking away from what salespeople do, but if you don't work, you don't get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. And you don't get paid a per diem. You get paid for the value you bring to a store. You get paid for the results that you bring. Otherwise, you're not back in that store. And so I would just say to all of us, right now, this coronavirus thing, among this group, among other people out there, there's going to be a group of people who will look at this, and unfortunately, they're not going to make it. They're going to give in. They're going to say, that's it. You know what? Woe is me. What am I going to do with my life? But then there's this other group of people who are going to say, they're going to rise up to the occasion and say, you know what? This setback is exactly what I needed to get up off my ass. This setback is a tremendous setup for the biggest, comeback of my life. All of us have within us a major comeback story. All of us. We all have the potential to do more and be more. The challenge becomes, if we allow an event to happen, well, it's going to happen with us or without us. When our response to an event, that's what we control, our response. We may not be able to control the outcome, but we can certainly control our response, right? This whole coronavirus deal doesn't have to mean that's the end for us because, all the toilet paper is gone. No, our response is to take action, to take massive action, right? But there's something about taking action and getting great results. And it's something called the seduction of success. You know what the seduction of success is? Ben Newman says, and that's where I heard it from. Ben Newman says, those people who live to their feelings versus living to their standards are the same people who on January 1st, they make resolutions and they get to the gym. And the first couple of days, they're up at 5 a.m, they're at the gym, they're working out. Then after the first week, the alarm goes off, they hit the snooze button. 1 time, 2 times. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go today. I'm not talking about Stan Share. I'm not calling him out because that's not Stan. He's going 75 hard. I'm gonna let him be. I'm going to give him some slack. But you have a lot of people that hit that snooze button, and before you know it, it's over. Or you have those people who hit the gym for a month or 2, they get some good results, and they think that because they've gotten good results, they can now go have that, that jelly donut stuffed with ice cream wrapped in bacon, right? You can't do that. You got to be committed. Anyway, no, I didn't, Stan. I didn't call you out, brother. Not at all. Stan's a good guy. In any event, so I'm trying to cut these lives down, and I can't. I got to work on that. But listen, you guys are awesome. Christina, again, I appreciate you more than you know. Stan, Share, I appreciate you as well. I want you guys to have a great night. And remember, Pride, it's an acronym. It's really, you really want to take personal accountability for everything that you do, right? So it's Law 56 in Paul Cummings' book, which is called It All Matters, 125 Strategies to Achieve Maximum Confidence, Clarity, Certainty, and Creativity. And Life Lesson 56 is Exhibit Pride, Personal Responsibility for Individual Daily Effort, P.R.I.D.E. Until next time, I want you guys to crush it tomorrow. If you're not working, remember 2 things. I want you to work on 2 things, just 2, right? What are you going to give tomorrow? What are you going to give of yourself, of your time? Maybe, it's giving an encouraging word to some people you haven't spoken to, or people who are in your area who need help, some senior citizens that might need help. What are you going to give tomorrow? And what are you going to learn tomorrow? What are you going to learn? And if you don't have any books at home, gosh, you can download audiobooks, right? Start with Why. This is a great book, by the way. Who Says You Can't? You Do. Awesome book. I'm an avid reader. I love to read. And for me, I'm always learning. Because if I'm not learning, I can't grow. The age of 54, right? Anyway, you guys have an awesome evening. I am becoming addicted to the live, and I want you guys to have a great night. God bless and be well.